Well, don't cry, you prick. Jesus Christ, I've been back there trying to fight tears the whole time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. This is amazing for me, it really is. I have a script up there in front of me, but screw that, I'm just gonna wing it, you know. It's more fun, I'm gonna speak from the heart. So if I swear a little bit, I apologize.
I warmed them up.
You did warm them up. First of all, you know, when you're the main event of a fight, it's the worst thing, you know. You're the last one there, you're sitting in the locker room, you're looking at people, they're winning, they're getting knocked out, all this type of stuff. But you get used to it. Now, coming out last year, that's terrifying. Clay Guida comes out, he's awesome, he's unbelievable, right? Talking about piss stomping Nate Diaz, whatever a piss stomp is. Diego Sanchez comes out, he's not crazy at all, right? Richard gets his own personal earthquake. You know, I'm like, how am I supposed to go after all of this? So, where do I start? I don't know where I start. I'm gonna start with these two, right? Well, this woman right here. I'm gonna go back to the beginning in a minute. I know it's been a long night. You're all like, Michael, come on. We're gonna get to the bar. And I wanna get there as well. So don't worry, I won't keep you that long. And if you wanna buy me a drink, feel free. But, come here. This woman right here has been by my side every step of the way. Right? They say behind every great man's a great woman. You got no idea. You got no idea. None of this would have happened if it weren't for her. Get the hell out of here. When I was a kid, and where's my dad? He's in here somewhere. There he is. When I was a kid, all I cared about was fighting. You know, and the problem is I did an interview before and they played it on here. Like, most of the good stuff I was going to say has already been played. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Tell me they're going to play it. I wouldn't have said it. Anyway, when I was a kid, all I cared about was fighting. That's definitely a personality flaw. I get that. I know that. But that's all I cared about. You know, that was my identity, beating anybody in a fight. I could beat anybody in a fight. And if you thought you could beat me, then fine. Let's go meet at the park. We'll get it on after school, in the playground. Wherever it was, you know, that's all I cared about. As I say, looking back now as a 40-year-old man, yeah, you know, that's not normal. I get that, but that was me. That's all I cared about. Left school at 16, got a job, minimum wage. I mean, when I was a kid, all I cared about was fighting and martial arts. So my dad would take me down to Nottingham to train with this guy, one of my senseis back in the day. And, you know, we drive down to Nottingham and back, which is like, you know, a 5-hour round trip. I get in on a Monday morning and a Thursday morning, never done my homework. I did 5 years of high school, never did any homework once. Weirdly proud of that. Anyway, Callum, my kids are here somewhere, don't listen to that. Lucas, you do your goddamn homework, okay, buddy? No, but I would say to my teachers, sorry, sir, you know, sorry I didn't do my homework. I went to Nottingham last night, and they'd say, Bisping, nobody drives down to Nottingham to do a jiu-jitsu class. I say, well, we do. My dad takes me there, okay? So that was the level of commitment my dad had. He drove us all over the country, and I wouldn't be here right now saying this if it weren't for my old man. So thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. Thank you. There's a woman that couldn't make it here tonight, my mom. Mom, I'm sure in fact, she's not watching this. She doesn't know how to log into Fight Pass. You know what I mean? She hasn't got a clue what Fight Pass is. Apps? Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. You know, trying to FaceTime my mum, my God, it's a thing, let me tell you. So anyway, Mum, if you're watching, which I know you're not, love you loads. A lot of my mental toughness comes from her, right? So, Mum, I love you so much. I love you so much. And I left school at 16 and I was an idiot. I had no idea where I was going to go, you know. I thought earning £120 a week, I thought I was rich, you know. As long as I could go out at the weekend, hang out with my mates, have a good time, get a kebab on the way home, I was happy. I was like, this is great. What are you talking about? But then as you get older, you realize that doesn't go very far, you know. And then I met this amazing woman here. Children came into my life. But I was still an idiot. I was still going out fighting. And I'm not proud of it, but, you know, the amount of fights I had is countless. It's countless. And, of course, with that comes a bit of trouble. and the police and criminal charges and things. You can't go around this world punching people in the face, funnily enough. But I didn't realise that. I thought it was totally normal. Someone talks shit, you chat shit, you get banged. Simple as that. And a lot of the times I was sticking up for my friends. You know, I was never a trouble starter. I was never a bully or anything like that. But if you mess with my mates, you know, then fair play, bring it on. Especially after a few beers. It's a good night. Anyway, you get in trouble, you know. And then one time, Rebecca was pregnant with Callum. He was over there. He's a state champion wrestler now. He whoops my ass, throws me around everywhere. But when he was in Rebecca's stomach, I was working as a double glazing salesman. Funnily enough, I didn't sell very much. And then my manager said, Mike, I had a skinhead. I was kind of fat at the time. My clothes were awful. They're like, do you think you may be being a bit intimidating at the door? I'm like, no, what are you talking about? I don't think so. Anyway, but I got arrested and I got charged with public order. I didn't start it. Some guy beat my friend up, so, you know, we got revenge. And my solicitor, lawyer, said, Mike, just plead guilty. Just plead guilty. You're going to get like a £50 fine. Okay, just plead guilty. You'll be good. So, yeah, all right, no problem. So we went to court that day, and I was getting promoted, funnily enough, for being the worst salesman ever. And Rebecca drove me there, and we walked in and we sat down, and I'm sitting there, and the judge goes backstage to, like, think about what he was going to give me. And then security turned up at the back of the courtroom. And my solicitor, my lawyer says, Mike, just letting you know, when security turn up at the back of the courtroom, it typically means someone's going to prison. I go, oh, right, yeah, cool. Hold on a minute. Are you saying that I'm going to prison? And he goes, yeah, I think so. So I run back to Rebecca. I'm like, babe, you're not going to believe this. I said, he's saying I'm going to prison. And she's like, yeah, shut up, yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, listen, I'm serious. I think I'm going to prison. And then the judge walks in. I run back. Anyway, long story short, sends me to prison for a month. Maximum security, locked up 23 hours a day. Yeah, and it was terrible. It was a low point in my life. But when I was there, that judge did me a favor. That judge made me realize, you know, that's not who I was. I'm better than this. And I thank that judge for doing that because he taught me a lesson I would never have learned. You can't, that's not a way to behave, you know. And I came out and I tried to get my life together and tried to join the army. The army wouldn't take me because of the criminal record. And I was working at this place, this factory, and Mick, my supervisor at the time, very, very nice guy. We'd sit there all day. It wasn't particularly mentally taxing work, so we had a lot of time to talk. And he'd say, Mike, you seem like a pretty smart guy. Is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? I'm like, no. You know, I said, I don't want to do this for another day if, you know, if possible. He goes, well, give it some thought. Think about what you want to do. So I did. I gave it some thought. And a while later, I go up to Mick and say, Mick, I figured it out. I know what I'm going to do. And he puts his tools down, he walks off, he's like, come on, let's have it. I said, I'm going to be a professional fighter. And he's like, oh my God. I thought you were smart. Anyway, I said, no, Mick, you don't understand. You know, I know what I'm doing here. Anyway, long story short, I got involved in mixed martial arts. I moved away to another city, and Rebecca stood by me and supported me every step of the way. She put her own dreams on hold. Put her own dreams on hold. Raised the children. We had no money back then. None at all. Heavily in debt. But she allowed me to quit work and move away and to chase this dream of being an MMA fighter, which didn't even exist back then. We're talking 2002. It wasn't where it is today, you know? You don't understand. And everyone thought I was crazy. And even a lot of my own friends were like, have you heard what he's doing? He's quitting work, chasing this weird dream of being a cage fighter. Yeah, he's not a very good dad, is he? I heard what everyone was saying, but not this woman here. She stood by me. And in fact, when this guy called me and gave me a proposition of becoming a fighter and he'd help me out financially and things like that, she knew right then and there. She said, I knew when we got that phone call that our life was going to change. That's the faith she always had in me. And I'll never forget that. So thank you. Thank you. This is where I wish I had a script because I don't know where I'm going. Well, we got bullet points, but thank you to Dana White Lemons for tutoring everybody. Yeah, sure. We'll get... We'll get to that in a bit. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. And I do thank Dana and Lorenzo. We're in his casino, by the way, so if you want to upgrade me, I know Diego worked it pretty hard to get free rooms. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know, I'm here. What's up, Adesanya? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it, brother. I started in England when mixed martial arts. It was like a gangster's paradise. You know, it wasn't like it is now. There was all kinds of characters, but it was awesome. It was raw, it was rough, it was edgy. You know, nobody knew what they were doing. You know, each promotion had different rules. It was the Wild West, but it was great. It was awesome. A lot of characters on the scene. Moved out to America. I mean, you guys probably know my history, so I won't go into it too much. Jason Perillo. I had a lot of coaches over the years, and my problem was always, I've done martial arts since I was 8 years old. I'm 40 years old now. Believe it or not, I know a little thing about getting ready for a fight. Because I've had way more fights than most of my coaches have done, and they're trying to tell me what to do. I'm like, I call bullshit on that, pal. Right? Especially when they've never even had a fight. Okay? I went down to Ruka, met Jason Perillo. There's another man right there as well called Brady Fink, my long-time jiu-jitsu coach, who's an incredible person, but an incredible friend. And you should be up here right now as well, Brady. You really should. We'll get to you in a minute. We'll keep it on Perillo, seeing he's standing there like a lump of cheese. So, he helped me grow as a fighter, but more importantly as a person. When I was younger, I always felt that, everyone knows I used to be a proper dickhead. I probably still am. I used to think if I got myself so wound up and angry that I was a force to deal with, that I could beat anybody. And you know, 95% of the people you can, that works, but not the elite. The true elites, you've got to be calm, cool, present, in the moment. You know, if you're mad and frantic, you're never the best version of yourself. Whatever it is, you know, if the guy that's producing this show, if he's having a bad day and he's all stressed out, he's not doing a good job, right? If any of you people, you've had a bad day, you do things you regret. You're not the best version of yourself. So how the hell are you supposed to go out there and fight at the highest level of mixed martial arts against a trained killer if you're all worked up? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And Jason made me realize that. He made me see that. And he worked on me very hard. And it took a while. And it took some arguments and some bust-ups and things like that. But we got there eventually. So all the coaches, all my team, everything, Rebecca, my family, but Jason deserves a special mention for that. So Jason, thank you. Of course, Brady Fink was there every step of the way as well. And early when I said I was kind of a dickhead at times, Brady used to get the brunt of that a lot. Because he's just too much of a nice guy. Jason, if you said anything to Jason, oh, it was World War III. But Brady just like, yeah, man, okay, right on, Mike. I'm like, well, I'm just going to carry on giving you shit then until you check me. You know what I mean? So, Brady, thank you so much. I was always proud to represent UK mixed martial arts. Of course, I live in America, and I'm very happy to be here. This is an amazing country. I have my green card, and it's a beautiful place. It truly is the land of opportunity, you know? And yesterday was 4th of July. I'm probably going to get disowned from England, but happy birthday, America. No, seriously though, good for you. Fair play. Not bitter at all. Yeah. No. Where was another UK mixed martial arts scene? So they always supported me so much over the years, and they're part of the reason that I carried on. Of course, I had my own financial reasons and things like that, but the support I always got every time I fought in England, it was ridiculous. I'll never forget it. I did a signing at the Trafford Centre, a big mall in England once, and I thought no one's going to be there. And then when I got there, there was thousands of people and grown men crying, you know? I'm like, get a grip. No, I'm not. Well, I couldn't believe it. It just blew me away. It blew me away. So thank you, each and every one of you that bought a ticket, that came to see me, that cheered, that talked shit online, whatever it was, everyone that showed energy and passion and emotion. I thank you all sincerely from the bottom of my heart. What to next? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, of course, I won the world title. That was always a dream of mine. But it wasn't. But of course, it sounds cliche to say, oh, I always wanted to be the world champion. Of course, everybody wants to be the world champion. That goes without saying. But my dream was always to give a better family, so give a better life to my family, okay? And that's all I ever wanted. My goal when I got involved with mixed martial arts was to earn enough money so that I could quit work and then go to college and get some training, a degree, whatever it was, so then I could get a proper job. So obviously, it far exceeded those expectations. Far exceeded those. And it's crazy to think that I'm here, but anyway, so going back to the world champion thing, yeah, I wanted to be world champion, but I wanted to provide with my family. But the two coincide. The better you're doing in your fight career, the better life you can give to your family. You know, so of course I wanted to be the world champion, but not because of ego. Not because I wanted to say I was the world champion, because I wanted to give the best life to my family. And I was lucky I was able to achieve that. There's so many people I got to thank. My children are down there, Callum, Ellie and Lucas. Ellie, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. I love you so much. I thank you. And yeah, I love you so much. Callum, my firstborn, I'm so proud of him. He's a better man than I'll ever dream of being. Thank you, Callum. Thank you for being you. And you, Ellie. Lucas, you might have seen Embedded. He likes to give me a hard time. And he still does it to this day. Lucas, you're the man. Love you, buddy. Love you, pal. Round of applause for Lucas, everybody. My manager's right there, front row, Audie. Thanks, buddy. The UFC, Dana White, Lorenzo Fertitta, back in the day, you know, Dana always allowed me to be me, you know, which is rare, you know, because not a lot of people do. A lot of people try and check me, don't say this, don't do that. Dana never said that once. He was, and I got to thank Dana, truly. He always believed in me, and yeah, as I say, never censored me, always helped me, and he's been a good friend over the years. Everyone with the UFC, I've kind of been a nightmare at times, but they've allowed me to continue. I'm standing here talking to you. I do desk work, analyst, commentating. You know, this has changed my life in such a way you will never believe. You know, I believe anybody can do anything they want if they put their mind to it and they're willing to make the sacrifices. Now, I don't mean that I don't know you, but we'll just use you, can go and become an astronaut, because you probably can't. I know damn well I can't. There's no way. But everybody has a skill. So you got to sit down and think about what that skill is. That's what I did. I did some soul searching, and I thought, what is my talent? What am I good at? And I just kept coming back to it time and time again. Fighting. I'm scared of nobody. I will fight anybody. So that is my strength. So I came up with a plan, and we carried out that plan. I quit work, I moved away, and the goal was to be here. From day one, the goal was to be here. Now, I didn't think it'd come this far, but it did. So anybody out there, you know, you can achieve anything in this life. Again, you're not going to be an astronaut, you know, you're not going to be an Oscar-winning actress. You know, maybe you will. But you all have a skill, whatever it is, realize what that is and harness it, and then think where can that skill take you, right? And then put a plan in place and take the steps, and it's going to be hard. You know, you don't start at the top. Nobody does. My first ever professional fight was for nothing. I didn't get paid a penny, but slowly you scrape your way, you claw away, and, you know, before you know it, you're getting somewhere. So if anybody, you know, needs inspiration, I mean, Jesus Christ, if I can do it, you know, if I can turn my life around, anybody can. And I sincerely mean that, because I was going nowhere fast, really fast. Anyway, if I've forgotten anybody, I'm going to wrap this up now. People are walking out, they're like, Jesus Christ, shut up. If I've forgotten anybody, I apologise. All my friends back home, everyone that believed in me, Burge, Blanky, all the old lads, right? Love you guys. I'm still the same person. I'm sitting up here, I work on TV, la-di-da, right? I'm still the same old guy. I haven't changed a day. I wish I had, but unfortunately I haven't. Still the same guy, and I love you all. Anyone I forgot to mention, all coaches, training partners, Moses Murrieta right there, kicked my ass for 5-6 years. He should be in the UFC. Sean Shelby's right there. I told you, Sean, he's there, three seats ahead of you. You sign that guy, okay? Or I'll whoop your ass. Just like I nearly did last week. Anyway, so everybody out there, the Ruka Training Center, Paradigm Sports Management, all my sponsors, Sanibel, My Protein, anyone that's ever laughed at a joke, given me a pat on the back, sent me a tweet, liked an Instagram post, whatever it is, right? I thank you so much, right? Thank you very much. I was back there trying not to cry my eyes out, right? And I will cry. You know, but I'm trying to stay strong. My kids, again, everything I do is for you. Dad, I love you. Perillo, Rebecca, you guys, everybody that I fought over the years, I respect. I know I talked a lot of shit. Of course I did. But when it's all done, it's done. It's over. This is a magnificent sport. And it's because of you guys. It's because you guys come and you support it. There's no other fans like mixed martial art fans or UFC fans in the world, man. It's crazy. The attention to detail that you have, and we wouldn't be here now, you know, speaking to you people if it wasn't for you guys, and everyone that I fought, and everyone that's fighting tomorrow night. Clay Guida, Diego, Franklin, Rashad, my God, give it up for Rashad. And everybody, everyone that has the balls to step in there, you have my respect forever, because nobody knows. And all you people online that talk shit about a fighter, especially when they've lost, please, they're dying inside. They're hurting inside. There's nothing worse than losing a fight. You go out there, you give it your all, you might talk some shit, you might not, but whatever it is, when you lose, there's financial ramifications, but you've failed. You've failed in your quest, but then you've got to put up with the bullshit online. All right, so just remember that next time you're talking a bit of crap. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I know you're behind there, but Callum, Ellie and Lucas, come up here right now. I don't know how you're going to get here, but climb over, be ungraceful, and get on your feet. Let's go. Everybody, thank you for being here. I guess that's my speech. I guess that's it.